Did you know that the ancient Egyptians were so advanced that they had a system of writing, used complex tools, and even performed surgeries long before the modern world came into existence? This remarkable advancement, coming from an epoch devoid of the technological breakthroughs we enjoy today, is a testament to the resourcefulness, ingenuity, and intellect of the ancient Egyptians. To truly comprehend their accomplishments, it's necessary to delve into their world, their culture, and their way of living, a civilization that has left an indelible mark on the annals of human history. Welcome to a journey back in time, an expedition not just of years or centuries but of millennia, to an era that has long since passed yet continues to intrigue and inspire the contemporary world. This journey will us to a land of pyramids and pharaohs, of mystery and marvel, of knowledge and novelty, the land of the ancient Egyptians. The civilization we are about to explore rose from the fertile banks of the Nile, the ancient Egyptian civilization. Nestled amidst the vast arid desert landscapes of North Africa, this civilization was cradled by the world's longest river, the Nile, which brought life, prosperity, and progress to its inhabitants. Our narrative begins circa 5,000 years ago, around 3,100 BC, when the two separate kingdoms of Upper and Lower Egypt unified under the rule of one powerful pharaoh, a figure of considerable authority and influence, Narmer. This merging of two distinct territories under a single ruler marked the inception of New Era, a period often referred to as the early dynastic period. It was during this period that the ancient Egyptian civilization truly began to flourish and evolve, carving out a unique identity for itself amidst the world's early civilizations. The unification under Narmer laid the foundation for the rise of one of the most fascinating civilizations the world has ever known, a civilization that would go on to leave an indelible impression on the annals of human history. The Nile, the longest river in the world, was more than just a geographical feature for the ancient Egyptians. It was their lifeblood, a force of nature that nurtured their civilization and shaped their culture. Its annual flooding was a spectacle of nature, sweeping across the land and leaving behind a layer of rich, fertile silt. This phenomenon transformed the surrounding lands into an agricultural haven, a patch of green in the midst of the desert. This fertile soil allowed the Egyptians to cultivate surplus crops, which in turn led to economic prosperity. Agriculture was a driving force of the Egyptian economy, with the surplus crops not only providing sustenance for its people, but also serving as a means of trade and commerce. It enabled the ancient Egyptians to engage activities with neighboring regions, thereby expanding their influence and reach. The prosperity brought about by agriculture led to the growth of large cities. These cities became hubs of cultural, political, and economic activity, showcasing the architectural prowess of the ancient Egyptians in their grand temples, palaces, and of course, their iconic pyramids. It was within these cities that the written language, medical practices, and other sophisticated aspects of the ancient Egyptian civilization came to fruition. Thus, their advanced society, their mastery of the written word, their innovative tools, their complex procedures, their agricultural abundance, and their architectural brilliance are all a testament to their unique understanding of their environment, their resourcefulness, and their resilience. The ancient Egyptian civilization is not just a chapter in history, it's an epic that continues to captivate us, even today. This allowed the Egyptians to grow surplus crops, leading to economic prosperity and the growth of large cities, a testament to their ingenuity. The ancient Egyptians' understanding and manipulation of their environment paved the way for a civilization that would come to be revered for centuries to come. But the Nile was not just a source of physical sustenance. The river, with its winding path and essential life-giving waters, was a cornerstone of Egyptian civilization, permeating every aspect of life. It brought far more than mere nutrients to the soil or a means of transportation for the Egyptian people. The Nile, in its majesty, was a symbol of life, hope, and continuity, a vital artery that pulsed through the heart of Egypt, shaping its destiny and nourishing its people. Its waters quenched the thirst of the arid landscape, transforming the barren desert into fertile fields, teeming with life and vibrancy. It was this lifeblood that helped the ancient civilization thrive, allowing for the cultivation of grains and the opportunity for livestock to graze. The Nile bestowed upon the Egyptians an abundance of resources, from the fish that swam in its depths to the waterfowl that skimmed its surface. The river was a provider, a sustainer of life and growth, a testament to the cyclical nature of existence. Yet the Nile was not just entity, a geographical feature on a map. It held a far deeper significance for the ancient Egyptians. It was a spiritual conduit, a divine pathway that connected the mortal world with the realm of the gods. The Egyptians revered the river as a divine entity, bestowing upon it a sacred status. They believed it to be a passage from life to the afterlife, a celestial highway upon which the souls of the deceased would journey, making their way to the realm of the gods. The Nile therefore became a physical manifestation of this spiritual journey. Its banks became the resting place for their pharaohs, the rulers of the land, seen as gods in their own right. These mighty leaders were housed in magnificent pyramids, towering structures that lined the river's edge. Here they were not just buried, they were enshrined, their bodies preserved for eternity, surrounded by riches and artifacts symbolizing their power and prestige. These colossal structures, the pyramids, were not just tombs. They were testaments to Egyptian ingenuity and architectural prowess. Most ancient of these, the Pyramid of Giza, built during the 3rd dynasty around 2630 BC, was a marvel of engineering. It was believed to be the earliest colossal stone building, a pioneering monument and the harbinger of the magnificent structures that would follow. But it was during the 4th dynasty that pyramid construction reached its zenith. It was this era that witnessed the birth of the most iconic Egyptian structures, the Great Pyramids of Giza. These majestic monuments were more than mere graves. They were a celebration of the pharaohs' lives, a tribute to their reign, and a testament to their divine status. Constructed with precision and an attention to detail that still baffles modern architects, the Pyramids of Giza are a testament to the Egyptians' love for their pharaohs, their belief in the afterlife, and their awe for the divine. These towering edifices, built with thousands of limestone blocks, each weighing several tons, were a testament to the hard work, dedication, and ingenuity of the ancient Egyptians. The Great Pyramids of Giza, with their imposing grandeur, continue to stand firm, resisting the ravages of time, and reminding us about the epoch when the Nile was the cradle of civilization. The Pyramid of Giza, built during the 3rd dynasty around 2630 BC, is believed to be the earliest colossal stone building and the first pyramid. But it was the 4th dynasty that witnessed the construction of the most iconic Egyptian structures, the Great Pyramids of Giza. The ancient Egyptian civilization reached its zenith during the New Kingdom, a period that lasted from 1570 to 1070 BC. This era in Egyptian history was significant, marked by extraordinary achievements and advancements. The New Kingdom was a time when Egypt became a world power. The grandeur of the empire was unparalleled, and its influence was felt far and wide. It was a golden age of growth, development, and prosperity, during which Egypt experienced a significant period of peace. The tranquility allowed for more focus on infrastructure, arts, and sciences, paving the way for the prolific construction of monuments, temples, and statues, many of which stand to this day as testimonies to Egypt's former glory. This epoch was also for imperial expansion, as the pharaohs sought to extend their influence and control over foreign lands. It was an era characterized by diplomatic relations, military campaigns, and the establishment of Egyptian colonies in the surrounding regions. As a result, the Egyptian civilization made a profound impact not only on its own people, but also on the world at large. The pharaohs like Tutankhamun and Ramses II played a pivotal role in shaping the destiny of their civilization. They became powerful rulers, with their stories etched in hieroglyphics on temple walls, serving as a testament to their reign and power. Tutankhamun, despite his young age and short reign, left a lasting impact thanks to his opulent tomb. Ramses II, on the other hand, is remembered for his military expeditions and the colossal monuments he commissioned. Their tales of might, wisdom, and courage continue to intrigue historians and archaeologists alike. However, like all great civilizations, the Egyptian too had to face its decline. The late period, which began in 672 BC, witnessed a series of invasions from foreign powers: the Persians, Greeks, and finally the Romans in 30 BC. Each invasion left its distinct mark, slowly eroding the unique Egyptian culture that had thrived for centuries. These invasions brought about significant changes in the political, social, and cultural fabric of Egypt, gradually leading to its eventual fall. Every conquest, every rule brought with it a new traditions, practices, and ideologies, which eventually overshadowed the rich heritage of the Egyptian civilization. Hence, the story of ancient Egypt is one of rise and fall, glory and despair, a story forged by time and remembered for its grandeur. This saga of a civilization that once stood tall ended as all stories do, with an inevitable decline. Each invasion left its mark, eroding the distinct Egyptian culture and leading to its eventual fall. So, what have we unraveled today? Our journey began by stepping back into the mists of time, embarking on a fascinating odyssey to ancient Egypt. Instantly, we found ourselves in the era around 3100 BC, at the time when this majestic civilization was just beginning to bloom. This was when the separate Upper and Lower Egypt were unified under the rule of the legendary Pharaoh Nama, a figure shrouded in many tales and mysteries. From there, we took a journey down the life-giving artery of Egypt, the Nile, not merely a river, but the very essence of the Egyptian existence. This shimmering ribbon of water was the fountainhead of Egypt's prosperity, watering the parched lands and making them fertile. It was the Nile that brought bountiful harvests, fueling the rise of a civilization that would etch its name in golden letters in the annals of human history. The Nile was more than just a provider of food and water. It was also deeply intertwined with the spiritual beliefs of the ancient Egyptians. The annual inundation of the Nile was seen as a divine blessing, a manifestation of the god's favor. It was this unique synchronization of practicality and spirituality that was at the heart of the Egyptian worldview. As we continued our exploration, we marveled at the monumental pyramids, these awe-inspiring edifices that have stood the test of time. These were the resting places of pharaohs, the god-kings of Egypt, each pyramid a profound testament to the Egyptians' beliefs about life, death, and the hereafter. The construction of these grand structures marked the zenith of Egypt's power during the New Kingdom and symbolized the ambition and engineering prowess of its people. However, every civilization has its rise and fall, and ancient Egypt was no different. We found ourselves witnessing the decline of this once great civilization, gradually eroded by repeated invasions by foreign powers. Advances in technology, shifting power dynamics, and internal strife all played their part in the downfall of this mighty empire. But despite its fall, the civilization of ancient Egypt lives on. Its stunning monuments remain, its beliefs and practices have shaped human thought, and its legacy continues to captivate us. The enigmatic Sphinx, the intricate hieroglyphs, the complex religion, the splendor of the pharaohs, everything about this civilization leaves us with a profound sense of awe and respect. And through the sands of time, its allure and grandeur continue to thrill us. Its mystique tantalizes our curiosity, and its testament to human ingenuity leaves us astounded. The ancient Egyptian civilization, a timeless journey into the heart of human history.